Was this the catalyst needed in order for the no-deal Brexit scenario to become a real threat to Europe?
Yeah, so I think on the market side of things, as you said, we're 0.7% lower in the pound. And I think what that shows is that this no-deal risk was already to some extent in the market. But yeah, certainly the fact that this has been confirmed by the Queen, that this plan to suspend Parliament for 5 weeks will go forward, does make the risk of a no-deal much more present in investors' minds.
Explain to us the process. Boris Johnson came up with this plan, announced it, then went to the Queen. Could she have said no, Charlotte?
So this was a topic of conversation throughout the day today. It would have been very unusual for the Queen to say no. She tends not to like to get too involved in these kind of affairs of state. So I think almost everyone was expecting that she would sign off on this move, even though it is unusual for the UK Parliament to be suspended for this length of time, particularly when we're in the midst of something as important as Brexit.
What does it allow Boris Johnson and his party members to do in order to make the no-deal Brexit scenario more likely?
I think the idea there, and the reason that investors are worried, is that what you're doing is effectively running down the clock. As you said, it's a 5-week break, and that really doesn't leave a lot of time for lawmakers to do some of these plans to try and avoid a no deal. There are also people that think that what Johnson is aiming for with this manoeuvre is to engineer a snap election. And we have already had the opposition leader, Jeremy Corbyn, saying that he plans to move for a vote of no confidence in the government, which could ultimately lead to fresh elections.